Okay, what is this place that I'm coming up on? What's it called? X-17 Medical Facility. Huh. It has another weird symbol on it. Oh, hi everyone. It's gonna go badly. Dr. Orderly, MD, PhD, DDS. I see. And yeah.
Clean up all this blood? Me, that's who.
That worked. Okay, were you the... No. One of these. You. I think those valence radii things are things that help you that give you health over time. If I remember correctly, but I like what I currently have, so I probably won't wear it. Yeah. Health regen, endurance +1. It would probably replace my hat. So I'll just keep what I'm wearing currently because it increases my crit chance. Oh, now you're following me. I see. We can get in there now. Guess I'm glad I ended up just stumbling across this part of the thing first. This part of the quest, where we get the ability to actually do things. Where are you? Sierra Madre test case? I heard one of the execs mention that whether Sinclair knew it or not, the Sierra Madre would be a test case for the autodoc and the innovative toxins research. Maybe they were joking, but even that kind of a joke sent a chill down my spine. If I got poisoned by one of those toxins, no way would I crawl inside one of the Y-17 autodocs here if my life depended on it. The medical tech for those trauma suits alone makes me wish they'd erase their research. The suits do more thinking than the people inside them. Y-17 trauma harness testing results. The Y-17 trauma harness has succeeded beyond our wildest expectations. The test harnesses were able to take over the motor functions of an injured subject and walk them back to home base. We'll have to see what develops once it's recorded enough for neuroautomuscular movements to display a wider range of behaviors. To think, if they could be programmed to replicate a wearer's shooting or fighting reflexes, we'd have something truly amazing for the war effort. Trauma harness action items. Some issues still remain to be ironed out before the Y-17 trauma harness is ready for general production. Calibrating the proper amount of entry to trigger the suit remains problematic. Still, the little lazy subjects could hardly protest once inside the harness. If a home base is not designated, the suit enters an unpredictable wander state. And as we discovered while calibrating injury levels, the suit sensors are unable to recognize when the wearer is dead. Luckily, autonomous corpse retrieval is nearly as useful as autonomous casualty recovery. Lovely. Basically, as you've already seen, there's walking harnesses with bodies in them around. I don't think there was anything else here that was of use. But we can break through that other entryway to get to something that we need. Possibly need. I don't know if there's actually anything in there or not. There's a very high probability that I'm missing stuff as I'm doing stuff. I mean, I hope I'm not, but... Ah, here we go. Oh. Patient log, whatever that is.
This is Christine Royce, Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. The Circle. Not going to make it through this. Hope someone finds this message. Gets it to the Brotherhood in the West. Tracked a rogue Brotherhood elder, Elijah, here to the Big Empty. Place is more than it seems. There's a crater hidden deep inside. Junkyard of pre-war labs scattered across the crater's surface. All still running. Like this one. Elijah's dissecting these centers, one by one. Tracked him to an old Chinese-American internment camp. Survivors, ghouls, have bomb collars. Robots moved in when I tried to intercept him. Elijah sent the camp ghouls against us both, like walking bombs. Got hit by the explosions, woke up here. Guess the medical robots were programmed to bring wounded victims from the camp to this center. Some kind of autodoc prototype lab, manned by corpses trapped inside suits that keep them moving. No idea why. Not sure how long I'm going to last. Cut open my head like a lot of the humans I've seen here. Feel strange. Can talk, but can't hack the term. Wait, an explosion outside. Someone's here. Someone...
Interesting. I think the lady who was on that voice thing is actually a character that we'll get to meet in a different DLC. She survives. Probably should have said that sooner. Hi. Unfortunately, you must die.
Mighty think tank, still cowering in your dome? Cower, you fools. Cower.
I mean, I'm not. They are. They kind of suck, though. So I'm not sure what you were expecting. No, that's radiation. I'll try to go around it. Okay. Superego. This one has a special name. Why do you have a special name? Do you have something special on you? Not really. Higgs Village. Oh, I think I know what this place is. So, the doctors that are in the main area, which I still, like, I actually really should go back at some point and try to chat with all of them. I just haven't. But they were all human at one point. I mean, obviously, their brains inside of a robot. And those brains had to be human to start with. And, this is where they lived originally, before they became robots. So I think when I messed with that one weather thing, I messed with this and made this a thing. I didn't mean to do that. Luckily there's no rads, so... Super stim. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Okay. So each of these houses belonged to one of these scientists. And we'll get kind of some clues as to what their personalities. I mean, we already have some pretty good clues. Okay. Stripe. You're strong. I need to leave. I think it's still there. Okay. Obviously, this is just something that happened because I have that weird perk. Anyway. All Gabe. This is where Gabe lived. A brain's best friend. What just happened? Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what that is. Oh, I see. (103). So this is Dr. Boros's house. We can probably estimate that because of Gabe's bowl being in the backyard. So Dr. Boros is the same guy who was in charge of that facility with the dog and dogs and such. So we can assume that this was his place before he became a robot. And yes, I did see the thing there. Oh wait, hold on. That is something I would like. Okay. Recipes, medicine skill book. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. So, one of the personalities will be able to make skill books, but they need the recipes for it, so that's what that's for. Well, I got that. I think all the loot inside of these places is probably randomized, so there's not much of a point in looking in it too much. Please move. Okay. So obviously this guy is kind of the biologist of the group. He's the one who experiments on like biological subjects, and you can see from in here what he did. We know that he experimented on his own dog as well. You know. Pretty sure he's also the one that made the abominations that we have to deal with on a daily basis. The Cazadors, and the other thing, I forgot the name of the other thing, but yeah. I don't really know why they tried so hard to hide this stuff. Because there isn't a whole lot down here that I can tell. It's mostly just so you can discover what they're like. Anyway. Can I can't move. Okay. I have a solution to this. It's fine when I can't move. I think this might imply that some of the other people that lived here might have had children, but It's also somewhat unlikely. And here's a dead person with a camera. 102. Okay, whose house was this? I don't actually know. Actually, that had this. Okay. That doesn't tell me a whole lot. There's lots of mechanical stuff in here. Computers and monitors and the like. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. Some toasters. Oh. Well, that tells us who this belongs to. The fact that there's mentats in here. Yeah, okay. So, I haven't spoken to the doctors yet, but I believe if you go into the, one of the areas that Dr. Mobius, sort of used to hang out at a lot around the other scientists, you'll find that his area is filled with a lot of mentats. Science skill book. Cool. So this was Dr. Mobius's house, our enemy. So please excuse. So we can tell from that. There was someone with a camera trying to take a photo of him, I guess. Someone who died. That doesn't really help the case very much. Let's see. Mailbox. 101. It's alcohol. Does this person like to drink? Let me check around here first. Lots of books. That looks pretty normal. Though I guess most of the places don't actually have their own drinking stations here. Steam pack. Finding a little bit of mentats doesn't really mean too much. Like, probably most of the doctors were using them, but Mobius went kind of off the deep end with it. Book shoot. Right. Okay. Still having some trouble figuring out who belongs to this place. Dr. Klein. Well, that basically says it right there. This is Dr. Klein's place. That makes it pretty clear. And his scrubs. Dr. Klein. Who was Dr. Klein? I think he was kind of the de facto leader. The guy who just acted like he was a leader. 00. This is I remember. Okay. Yep, okay. I know whose place this is. This is Dr. O's place. Dr. O really... Dr. O is the reason that there are Securitrons around in this area, but they're all busted up because he's not good at making robots. He's only good at destroying them, so they're all destroyed, as you can see. And there's that, and there's this. Ooh. Giant tarantula. Okay. Right. Next up, 104. Not much in here. Okay, this is Dr. Dalla? Dr. Dalla. Dr. Dalla's area. Remember how that particular robot, how she would constantly refer to us as teddy bears? Yeah. Yeah, she's... Yeah. She was a little bit off the deep end even before she became a robot. Now she's just very much off the deep end. Okay. $108. Can I please move? No, I'm not allowed to move. Okay. Books. A lot of mugs. Okay. And weird radio signals. This might be the guy that can't talk. Yeah, that's my guess. This is the guy that can't talk. Jukebox. Opera singer. Right, okay. I can't remember his name, but the guy that can't talk. That's who that is. Okay, and then we've gone in a circle. So now we can leave. I'm probably going to head back and see the scientists now, because I do have a reason to do so. And that's not the way out. And I can't remember exactly where it is, but I seem to recall that somewhere on the balcony here, once we got this thing. There should be something that we can get to that we weren't able to get to. Ah! I found it. A follower's doctor. So the followers were here. Can these guys stop being nearby so I can go back? I'm a better shot than you are. You don't have a brain. That is why they are called lobotomites. They don't have brains. How are they still wandering around? We don't really know. That's not a thing that gets explained in this game. Technically, we should be a lobotomite too, but we're not, because our brain still exists somewhere in this area somehow. Who knows?
Might I be of service, sir?
I have friends. Oh. Guess that wasn't good enough. I know I had you.
Ooh, yeah, dig that sweet music. Damn, it's good to be back online.
Blind Diode Jefferson. What's your purpose here?
Dig, I'm an acoustical wizard, kid. Old Doc Mo used me to prototype his sonic weapon designs. Get me a good sample base to work from, and I can whip up a wave that makes Jericho look like a kazoo.
You seem pretty laid back for an engine of destruction.
Why not? Ain't like I got nothing to prove. Not like that toaster. Now that boy got some issues.
Can you do something like that for me?
Got yourself a sonic emitter, don't you? Thought so. Bring that old thing on in here and bring me some sound samples and I'll make that baby sing. Or scream, if that's what you want.
So basically what this guy can do is he takes that sonic emitter thing that I have and he can put on the different mods that we find, like the bark of that dog or the giant tarantula sound. You can recalibrate all that stuff for you. Sound
Right on.
Yeah, those are now available for that. Talk to you later.
Catch you later, Gator.
So, now that he's active, he'll just randomly talk to us occasionally. I won't really use it that much.
Bunny. Sang with the staff band till his wife caught him in bed with a nurse. Now he haunts the medicine, still singing the blues.
Don't have that. I think I have... Nope, I don't have that either. What do I have? Not that. I don't think I have anything for in here. Leaves. I don't have this. Where's the book shoot at? Do I have this?
Oh, God, look at you. You're filthy. I suppose you'll want to clean up then?
You seem worried about dirt. What's wrong?
Oh, it's just so unsanitary. Do you know how many germs are in 1 cubic centimeter of dirt? 70, 100, gajillion. Would you want that getting washed down your gullet day in and day out? I didn't think so.
This game ought to fill some of these empty bottles.
Oh, I'd love to, darling. But the circuits that allow me to dispense water into non-organic containers burned out years ago. You'd have to find a replacement for that module.
Let's have a drink.
You can have as much as you like. Just, please don't put your lips on the faucet. It's so unsanitary.
So you can drink some water. Do we have... Nope. We don't have that. Don't have that. We have book shoot. Where does book shoot go? Book shoot. Here's book shoot.
Ah, good day, citizen. Library Processing Unit 232.7 is online and ready to eradicate sedition.
Eradicate sedition.
Of course, citizen. That's my duty and sole joy in life. All those books from before the war, full of seditious, treasonous, complicated thoughts. Just dump them in and lickety-split. I'll have them pulped, scrubbed clean, and pressed out again clean and white and sedition-free.
Can you do anything besides processing books? So he'll take books that you just find, whether they're pre-war books or burned or whatever, and I think he just turns them into blank books. Can you do anything besides processing books?
What good is eradicating sedition if the malcontents have ready access to the means to make more, citizen? I can also process pencils and clipboards. Wait a moment. Pencil processors offline? Pencil processors offline? Apologies, citizen. It seems traitors have absconded with that module. If you can find a backup copy of the module, I will happily eradicate your ability to create seditious literature.
So you make blank books. What's the point of that?
Blank books are better for the mind, citizen. Real science by real men in lab coats has proved that introducing outside thoughts confuses the brain. Blank books encourage the reader not to question, but to blindly and zealously accept what's put in front of him. Also, I suppose you could use them to keep a journal.
But those books are our last legacy of the time before. You can't destroy them.
Citizen, that sounds dangerously seditious. If my re-indoctrination module was installed, I'd take care of that for you. Sadly, that system was cut for budget concerns, so you'll have to perform your own indoctrination. Now, to begin with, you'll need a cage that can fit over your head and a sack of mole rats.
Blank books, huh? I think I can make a use for those.
Now you're thinking like a citizen, citizen.
Other questions? I have some seditious material for you to process.
Fantastic, citizen. Just input your quantity of seditious material on my interface, and in no time at all, I'll have you a beautiful, clean book. Won't that keep you happy and docile, citizen?
So he just took all the books.
Proletariat means. Do you know what that makes you? Well-read and erudite. For a communist.
And then he gives us blank books. So blank books are used in a recipe. I think we can, not here, not at the reloading bench. Probably at the workbench. Know what it would be under, but in one of these things we're going to be able to recreate like books, and we were already able to make a couple of them. Is it this one? No, it can't be this one. Doesn't make sense. I don't know where we would go for that, actually. I'm a bit confused. But anyway, we can drop off extra stuff in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.